Hey there, everybody. Happy Thursday. Welcome to Crypto Nightly. We're going to have a great one for you today. We're excited to have you all on. And oh my goodness, the market, it's looking a little scary, to be honest. It's looking a little scary, but there might be, some sunshine around the corner. Or, could just go down forever. So we're going to talk about it. Well, there we are.
What up, what up?
So I just added that video as our official intro video on this. It gives us that little option now. And then I just added the video we always use at the end as an outro video. So we're going to see what that means or what it does to the whole flow of the show. But maybe it's cool. We'll find out.
Right.
Yeah, man. So how was your day? What's going on?
When I was going in there and updating the YouTube, I seen that YouTube is going to be allowing 3-minute shorts.
I like that.
Starting October 15th.
That's what I like. I like that. I like that a lot. Well, let me tell you. So I can kind of see that my edges are a little messed up here. So let's see if I can fix them. Okay, there we are. So I took the bus today in Colombia.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't sound that crazy, does it?
No.
Now let me paint a picture for you today. So we go to the bus stop. The bus stop kind of looks almost like a train station, but it's like in the middle of kind of like it's like 6 lanes on this side and 6 lanes on this side, right? But you're right in the middle. So imagine it like kind of like a bus subway stop where you have like the little parts where you can go in to the bus, right? And these buses are not regular buses. They have like 2 to 3 buses that they literally just like cut part of and then like added a connecting part to it. It's literally all it was, right? So these buses are...
You've never seen a double bus?
No. They're like double and triple, but triple is usually how these are going here at this particular bus stop. Okay, so we pull up in there, right? Get in there. A lot of people. You got to watch your stuff. Make sure you don't get pickpocketed. Regular big city stuff, right? And then there were probably 20 or 30 people in front of the opening, where the bus door is going to come, okay? Now imagine this, okay? I'm going to paint a very vivid picture for you. You've seen people play rugby before?
Seen what?
Have you ever seen rugby be played before?
Yes.
Okay, so you know how sometimes they grab onto each other and they're just pushing?
Right.
Okay. So basically what we got going on when we get here, I got to get on bus number 8. We have a team of 30 people playing rugby, right? To both get, some are trying to get on the bus, right? And then you've got about 30 people trying to get off the bus, right? And then some people are just trying to stay in place so when their bus comes, they can get on. Okay? They're fucking elbows being thrown, my dude. This lady's like, everybody stop. That lady's pregnant and she's trying to get on this bus. And people are like, boom. Out of my way. I'm getting on this bus, or you're not getting on this bus. Whatever it was. It was the wildest thing I seen, dude. And I'm pretty you know what I mean? I can get in places when I need to get in places. I missed 2 buses. It wasn't until the 3rd one I got on. because sometimes the people coming off the bus were just really coming off the bus so hard you couldn't get on, and then the bus would leave. It was the craziest thing I've ever experienced. So it's like, so it's like the subway in New York. But this was what I said. It was exactly like the subway in New York, except considerably cleaner. And that's what I was telling them. I was like, man, this is just like New York City, but like 10 times cleaner,
Crazy.
I don't feel like I need a shower when I sit in the chair here.
Right.
Like I'll probably wash my hands, but I'm not going to like wash my entire body just because I grabbed onto the handlebars. You know what I mean? Anyways, it was crazy. It was wild to watch. It was like, but I would say that I've never had as much difficulty in New York getting on and off the subway than I did specifically at like in this juncture. It was crazy. And there was just like so many people, crazy the amount of people that there were.
And was it like that every time?
Yes. That's why I missed it twice. So I couldn't get through. I couldn't get through the, what do they call it? It's like the scrum. What?
At like the other stops?
Yes. It was like what it's called, the scrum, I think it is. When they're trying to like push it. Yeah. So it was like a scrum every time. So I couldn't get through two of the scrums. Right. The third one, I literally I know I freaking concussed somebody.
Oh yeah.
I had to have.
Elbowed them.
Had to have. It's the only way I was getting off. I was the only way I was getting home. And it was crazy. So how was your day? Anything exciting? Anything new?
Well, I wasn't in anything like that. I was actually by myself most of the day with nobody around pushing or shoving me.
Yeah, that's cool. I was telling the guy, he was like, what do you think about this? And I was like he was trying to gather from me if this was some third world country thing that I couldn't relate to. And I was like, I just hate big cities. I just hate big cities. I just don't like being around this many people ever. But I went to the coffee festival and that was fun. Had 42 cups of coffee from varying different altitudes and parts of Colombia. It was really good, delicious, a lot of it free. And it's a pretty good day.
Well, it was good. I mean, well, I was out in the canyons of West Prescott again. No internet service, knowing my trades were going to crap as the market dumped. But it's the life we lead, right? I don't know, kind of tired. It was a long day. So it was a long day. Just tired. Not real enthusiastic. Market's dumping. We said it was probably going to dump. Still dumping. SWE finally came back down. I got out of my short position last night, and then got wrecked this morning trying to go long. But other than that,
yeah.
about it.
I mean, I think that between ourselves, not everybody needs to know this, but I think it's a good conversation to have. We ourselves had a conversation about diversifying a little bit into SUI, because
I think it's a great idea. I'm also hesitant to make any moves right now as far as selling one token for another.
Yeah. Do you think that well, I mean, I guess the war thing is still unpredictable, but I kind of feel like the longer it goes on, the less it matters. And I don't mean that to be callous, but it's once the market anticipates it, it's not going to affect it as much.
I don't know if this is war because Bitcoin put in a positive day.
Yes.
Bitcoin put in a green candle.
But you don't think it could be markets capitulating because of the uncertainty?
I think it would have happened anyways. I think it would have happened anyways. I mean, it marks a year that's just been going on in freaking Israel. You know, I don't think anything major except for Iran shooting some missiles at Israel vowing to retaliate. Unless something happened today I don't know about. But I wasn't in the news today. I got my fill of geopolitics today. That's not until after the stream. So
Gotcha.
I don't know if something happened today. I didn't see anything on Twitter or anything about anything happening today. So I just think it's the lull before the storm, bro. I think it's the final shakeout.
You think it's the final fake out? Shakeout. Okay.
Not like the final, but it's the Q4 shakeout, I think.
So you know what is interesting? Our the stream from Jpg Empire account only has one repost and one like. It's from yours truly.
So what you're saying is it's not working.
Yes, but while I push this through a raid, we should. Yeah, well, I'm doing it right now. While we do that, we should just go ahead and go over to Market Watch, and
well, before that, everybody, I know low energy tonight, but do us a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, share it with a friend if you're on YouTube, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming shows. If you're on Twitter, tag some DJs, repost, do all that good stuff. Follow everybody on the ticker down below. Don't forget to check out tokenempire.xyz, our Cardano wallet profiler and analytical platform where you can track, trade, and chart all your favorite Cardano native tokens. If you own one boss, which is currently minting right now, you can go ahead and pick one of those up from Yepple with our link down in the description, and that will give you access to the pro version where you can set notifications, reminders, and customize your very own portfolio. Hey, I like that.
I like it.
We need to clip that.
I like it. I'm clipping it. It's clipped. Don't even worry about it.
Right.
It's clipped. All right, so let's go ahead and go into Market Watch, and we can see the numbers creeping up already because obviously the raid. Just kidding. GFi is thinking. Raid hasn't even gone through. We're just popular. Everybody, if you could please like, share, and subscribe as we get into the Market Watch.
All right, we had to put the glass back on so I can see what's going on here. Let's get a refresh of everything. Boom, refresh. We are down 2.2%, coming in at $2.196 trillion. Good amount of volume for the third day straight at 104 billion. Bitcoin dominance coming in at 54.5. Ethereum at 12.8. And apparently it's 3.900167271 way to send the transaction. So we got Bitcoin down 1% on the 24-hour, but it did put in a green candle today. It's coming in at 60,567. We got Ethereum at 2343, down 1.6. BNB at 543, down 0.6. Solana at 136, down 3.1. XRP still falling at 51 cents, down 2.5. For all you XRP fans out there, this could be a good accumulation point for XRP. More big news came out about XRP today. We'll go over a little bit of it here in a little bit. Dogecoin coming in at a dime, down 0.4. Tron at 15 cents, up 1.5. Toncoin up 1.5. Cardano only down 0.3, but under 35 cents. All right, let's see what we got going on the 24-hour. Biggest gainers, Aptos up 6.5%, Fast Token up 4.5, Monero up 4.3, And then really nothing else. DAX, Ethereum Classic, Tron. Not very many gainers today with the market being down. Biggest losers. Sweet. Down 14.2% on the night. Man, you guys seen it yesterday. We were at like $1.90. We got up to like $1.95. So good thing it came back down and I didn't get liquidated. We got Athena up 14.1, Bonk up or down 14.1, Bonk down 11.3, Complex down, Flare with a big retracement from yesterday, Wormhole, Dog with Hat, all down, Psy down 9%, Tau, bunch of good buys in the market right now. This is why we keep dry powder on the side. So you can go ahead and buy into these dips. And like when we're DCAing, that's why we kept a little dry powder on the side. So hopefully we stay down here at least one more day so we can pick up some good stuff tomorrow. All right, let's go to the market. Bitcoin coming in at 60,622. Here we are on the daily. We have just been coming down and bouncing right off this 50 right here. We got what, I mean, I guess it's kind of like tweezer bottoms where we got a red candle, green candle with long wicks to the downside. Could denote a reversal in the market. We do have money flow coming up, VWAP coming up. Your momentum is way down here, so we could start to see that clip off with the VWAP and the money flow going back to the upside. And the bottom could be in. I honestly think, you know, short of a wick or something like that, that the bottom is in on Bitcoin. But I would have to wait to see confluence. And we can't seem to get above this SR level right here at 60,956. So we need to get above this. We really need to get above the 62,247 right there to make that bullish run back to the upside. On the 4 hour, we are staying above the 200 nice and beautifully right here. So we're coming down, we're wicking right off it. The main thing is keeping above that. If we lose the 200 on the 4 hour, we're going down a lot further. I mean, we're probably going to blow through 59, 58. If we lose that 200 on the 4 hour, look at this. We lost the 200 on the 4 hour, boom, all the way to the bottom of the channel. We lost the 200 on the 4 hour, boom, all the way down to damn near the bottom of the channel. So, and look, even here, lost the 200, boom, bottom of the channel. Got above it, top of the channel. Lost it, bottom of the channel. Got above it, little spike, maintain, lost it, bottom of the channel. Got above it, top of the channel. Okay. So if we lose this 200 on the 4 hour, we come all the way back down here to the support at like 52,362. So that is definitely worth keeping your eye on and, you know, playing that accordingly. You know, if we can get above, we can't see all these candles. Look, I mean, we fought with it. We support. We fell through it. Can't get above it. Got above it. Couldn't maintain. Boom. Hit our head. Hit our head. Hit our head. Hit our head. So we need to get above that 69.56, and we need to stay above this. We are in like an inflection point, essentially. You know what I mean? You can almost, I mean, you can say this is like a bear flag on the 4 hour. Right there with a movement to the downside. If that plays out, if we break out of this bottom right here, boom, 54.6. And since there's very little liquidity right in here, except for this node right here at 56,845 might help us out, but we break that, I'm telling you, we're coming down pretty far. So definitely be on your P's and Q's when you are trading right now. Like I said, my gut tells me we've bottomed, but I mean, we don't predict, we react. So
But my heart tells me not to trust my gut.
a lot of times, yeah. My brain tells me not to trust my gut, or I wouldn't be that.
Well,
So, come down here to SWE. I want to look at SWE real quick because we were talking about this yesterday. Like I was telling everybody yesterday, probably the past few days, we're in this trend. We're in this ascending channel, and I wasn't worried about a breakout to the upside because I didn't think it would sustain. And last night we had a little breakout to the upside, did not sustain. I said, what I'm worried about is a break of the downtrend or the uptrend. And we broke it, man. Fortunately, it broke it at a time where I could not react to the market. So it broke, boom, right here, at about 8:15 this morning, my time. And look at that, blew right through resistance all the way down to this 62, 162. We got a nice little bounce. I was able to catch that bounce, come back up to about 174. Then we fell down, broke resistance again. And now we are bouncing off of this 162 again. And this is on the 15-minute. You know, all this action has taken place in the past 9 hours. So it's on 9 hours of action right there. We need to get above that 21 on the 15-minute. We really need to get above the 169. And then what was our floor was our support on this this channel, this ascending channel, is now going to be a major resistance, trying to get back inside of it. So, but that's the 15-minute. Let's go to the daily. Good silver lining is that on the daily, we are getting a little closer to the 21. We're back here, we were so far away. Look how far away we were. That candle right there could be enough, you know, could have gotten us close enough to this 21, or allows this 21 to catch up for like tomorrow's candle. You know, if we just go sideways one candle and then we come up a couple of points, look, we came up. So we came up from here all the way to here today. If we can come up from there all the way to there tomorrow, and we have a candle right here, you know, but now it's looking like it wants to pump. My notification just went off because it's crossing the 169.51. We are back above it now. So this is like a silver line. You know, I would like to see it come touch this and take back off to have more reassurance and more confident in the pump. Get in. So look, we got Bitcoin bouncing right now. We got Bitcoin at 60,921. This is about the same time that everything started to take off yesterday. So I really think that Asia and the rest of the world are fighting right now when it comes to crypto. Because it seems like this week, all this week at night, if we go back, let's go to the 4 hour. Go to the 4 hour on Bitcoin. Let's bring this out on the 4 hour. Okay. So what is this? Right there. That's 1700, right? So that's the time we go live here. We get the bump, and then as it into the next morning, we get the dump, right? Dump forward. Look at that, 1700. We get the bump. We go forward a few. Next morning, we dump. You know, 1300, we start to pump a little more. 1700, what is that? We pump. You know, and then we start to go back down overnight. And then boom, boom, boom. And then like now, 1700, we're starting to pump again. So it's like Asia and the US are battling, you know, to pump. You know, they both have different ideas of what's going on. You know, you got the money printer go burn in China. So they're like, yeah, we got money to burn, spend money. You got the recession here in the United States. You know, we just barely cut rates. So I'm not too sure. But like I said, we're above the 200. That's good. Let's look at Cardano real quick. Cardano on the 4 hour. Get a little bounce. You know what I mean? So this is playing out. You know, like I said, we through this yesterday. We had the price action going down. We had momentum going up. Well, it turned right here this morning. You know, and it's starting to slowly creep its way back up over the past 12 hours right here. So about 9 o'clock this morning, we've started to slowly, we broke through this resistance, which is good. Now we're hitting our head at what, 34.59 right there, or no. 34.70 we're hitting our head at right now. Strong BBSI numbers on the daily or on the 4 hour for Cardano. So this is looking good. Look, we're getting a nice, beautiful pump. I like it. I like it. The whole market's pumping right now. I think it's because we're live. I think I should never be in a short when we go live, because every time we go live, everybody's like, oh shit, we better start buying. You know what I mean?
Market pumps. Market pumps.
That we can't hear you.
I said market pumps. Can't hear me?
I can now.
Okay. Yeah, I opened the door because it's getting hot and toasty in here. Got all these lights on. It's starting to melt.
Look at that go, baby. Let's go. Let's get that pump. We are still well under 200 on the 4 hour. Let's see if we are regaining some of the smaller time frames. So look, we regained the 7 minute. We were above on the 7 minute. We just now regained the 200 on the 15 minute. So that's bullish, super bullish right there to get back above. I'm going to have alerts going on left and right. We are back above the 200. That is awesome. And I really wish I could have gotten some of these longs right now. WIF back up to 210. I was fighting with WIF today a little bit. But WIF is making a move. So, I mean, did I just literally call the bottom of the market? I could have. This is why you guys should be tuning in, subscribing, sharing it with their friends, because this is the stuff you get on the channel right here. So, we will see. We will keep an eye on this to see how this unfolds. But that's really about it. Everything's down, you know, buy the dip. You know, this is why you keep dry powder on the side. And everything is turning green, though. And that's beautiful. That's what we want to see right there. So other than that, that's about all I got. Might be it. It might be a short night. Oh.
I'm down with a short night. Is your back hurting? That nerve?
Yeah, that nerve is freaking killing me. I haven't. It's so weird. If it's not better by Monday, let me get rid of some of this stuff. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm glitching now. Great, all day yesterday. Now I'm glitching.
Yeah, but if it's not done by tomorrow, you said by Monday?
Yeah, if it's still there, if I'm still dealing with it on Monday, I'm just going back to the gym. It'll work.
You're just going back to the gym?
Yep. I've been off for 2 weeks because it's been so messed up. But if it's still there, I mean, I'm not going to, if I'm going to be in pain anyways, I might as well be going to the gym. It's not a muscle injury, it's a nerve injury. So it's got to work itself out somehow. I don't want to go get a massage or anything because I think that massage chair is what caused it. Pressing on my spine, you know what I mean? Like inflamed tissues around my spine or something. So yeah, if it's still like this come Monday, I got to go back to the gym. That's all there is to it.
I feel you, man. I feel you. So I have.
You seen your pictures?
My pictures.
We don't got doctors, bro. Doctor, I've been dealing with this for years, Jeff Dukes. It comes and goes. It's just like there's nothing. He's gonna like want to send me to a specialist. Then they're going to take x-rays again. They're going to be like, yeah, you got arthritis and XYZ disc. And then they're going to be like, what do you want us to do? There's nothing we can do. That's all. It's just a pinched nerve. Like I said, I've been dealing with it for years now. It comes, it goes. No, I know. I don't want to make it worse. When I say go back to the gym, it's not like I'm gonna go back and try and push the whole stack or something like that. But there's other workouts I could be doing. You know what I mean?
All right. So the first thing that I'm going to go into is this drama. And then actually, while I'm pulling up this drama, will you actually pull up the picture of, or will you pull up the chart for the token?
Oh, yeah. Let me open up Tap Tools.
All right. So here it is. So this is from the House of Titans Discord. Hi, team. After analyzing the data, we have determined that it's in the best interest of our holders to liquidate our Novula position and reinvest the funds into an alternative revenue stream. I wanted to check in if you're interested in acquiring our positions through an OTC deal. We've priced the Novula token at 2.5 ADA each. Please let us know your thoughts. Kind regards, Apex. All right. So then Raul Dario, the CEO of Novula, responded very quickly. Well, relatively pretty quickly. He said, you spent the last month marketing and promoting your sale with our branding and our token. You've promoted your sale as more sophisticated and a better model than Novula while using our likeness and success to promote your sale. For your sale, you acquired Novula at 2 ADA with the average price when the average price was 2.2 ADA. You promoted that you'll be staking the Novula as a passive revenue stream for your holders. Those who sent in Novula for your pre-sale did it under the pretense that you would be staking the Novula for the long term. But instead, it has become very obvious that your acquisition of Novula was nothing more than a hollow marketing stunt. On top of this, you want to sell the Novula that you received from our holders back to us at a premium? This is hilarious. None of this affects us in any way, shape, or form. And we have absolutely zero interest in you, your project, or anything that you're involved in. It's taken you only 3 days to prove the community that all of this was an absolute grift. We are men of our word. Those who are not have no seat at our table. There is a great OTC tool called Dex Hunter. Please utilize it. Please note, for the transparency and the protection of our investors, this information will be made public. Boom.
Boom.
All right.
Here is the closure DMs with Machinist there, sir.
Oh, yeah. Did you see the what actually that was about?
No, I wasn't paying attention.
There's an Omen that has headphones, and I'm gonna try to get it for him.
Oh. So here's the chart of Titan.
Oh, here it is. Boom.
So this is the 2-hour chart. It's kind of weird. This is on UTC time. So at 1600 hours, which would be 9.5 hours ago from whatever your current local time is, big red candle. Apparently somebody was not happy with the news. And it took a 18.21% dump. So, but if we go from the beginning of the sell-off, so what is that, 13.5 hours ago, well, which would correspond right around the time that right after that freaking
DM exchange.
DM exchange, we're looking at, I hate that it does that. It puts it right in the middle. 25% sell-off.
It's crazy.
So, and then it has rebounded. It has been able to rebound. Oh no, it's down here, huh? It's only rebounded 12% of that. Okay, so Jeff Duke says it's not the entire story. So do you have more to that? So we are not just straight fudding.
Meanwhile, I also want to share this. So AI Love said, "Don't worry, I fix everything on Cardano, House of Titan." And this is the inverted chart of that dip at that time.
But that wasn't my question. Jeff Duke says that's not the entire story.
Yep. Okay. So he's coming. It's coming.
Okay.
Cool. But, yep, whatever it is, they started their spat publicly. And so I don't know what actually happened there.
Ticker for Novola.
NVL?
NVL?
Yep.
Well.
And then Raul Dario, he said, in life, there are two types of strength. The strength of wind and that of the tree. One pushes forward restlessly. The other stands firm with conviction. We must learn when to use each accordingly. I like that.
Okay. So Novola is looking pretty strong. I mean, looking decently strong. Why'd you take my... Oh, you didn't think. It's bouncing off the 21. We're on the 2 hour. We did have a sell-off here in the past hour and a half. I hate that I cannot get that whole thing on screen without going widescreen. So 137. So the past hour and a half, there has been a sell-off. But, I mean, this is like the inverse. So as Titan was crashing, Novola was spiking. So this is at 1600. When we looked at Titan, the big dip was from 1600. So let's see here. Of course, now it's not going to let me measure. I don't know why Tap Tools glitches like that. It's so weird. So we're looking at a 14% gain in the same time that Titan was dumping. And then we're looking at a drawdown, but bouncing nice off of 21. We're looking at it like a 3% drawdown. It was a trust me, bro situation. I mean, I don't know. I'm not in House of Titans. I sold my Titans a while back. Sold my Citadel a while back. So I'm not in the Discord. I mean, I don't know Apex. I don't know. But if they've really been trading on Novola's name, using their likeness and this and that, and then buying up the tokens and saying they were going to stake them and then use them to reward people that were staking for outposts, or where do they go? Not the Citadels and stuff like the Stronghold, there we go, Strongholds and stuff like that. And then they decide all of a sudden they don't want to do that. You know what I mean? John, look in your DMs.
No, I got it. I'm looking at it right now.
Okay.
It's a very long, Apex has a very long response, basically. You want me to read it?
Is it a public response?
I'm sure it's public. Because the other guy made his response public. So I'll read it. Apex
post it. I mean, show it, you know. Or do you not want to?
I mean, it's just specifically he sent it to me in my DMs.
Okay. No. You can't.
I'll just read it.
Okay.
I'll just read it. But so Apex's response says, I want to take a moment to address the recent posts regarding, oh my goodness. All right, hold on 1 second. Yeah, I thought having the door open was great, but motorcycles. So Apex says, I want to take a moment to address the recent posts regarding today's situation with Novola. First, it's important to clarify that we never had an official partnership with Novola, unlike our other investment partners. However, I was personally a big supporter of the project. We thought perhaps naively that offering people the chance to buy Novola would help bring our communities closer together. I reached out to their team beforehand to inform them of this. Our initial plan was to hold the tokens and stake them on their platform. There was no further communication between myself and the Novola founders beyond their acknowledgement that we could accept their tokens as payment. There were no promises made about how long we would keep the tokens or any detailed plans, as we were simply trying to foster a relationship between our communities. Take their liquidity. Once the pre-sale ended and we had a clearer picture of the total amount raised, we analyzed the rewards and as a team decided that it made more sense to slowly liquidate these tokens and reinvest the profits into something we believed would offer better returns for Titan's holders. That said, it was never our intention to dump the tokens to avoid impacting Novola's price or community. We reached out to explore an OTC deal, even though the amount of 150K tokens is relatively small. We wanted to handle it responsibly. Unfortunately, things escalated from there. I personally overreacted to Novola's response, which was the first time their founder had ever replied to me. Due to this, we set a sell wall, which has since been removed. Looking back, I realized the situation could have been handled much better. There's no urgency to sell our Novola assets, which we still hold, and we will continue to do so whilst we seek a less disruptive solution moving forward at everyone.
Okay. Well, I mean, I just don't. Yeah, I don't know. There's two sides of the story there. We'll never get to the intent of it. I don't take an opinion either way. You know what I mean? So,
yeah. I mean, personally, I just feel like it's just kind of silly. You know what I mean?
I'm a cynical person. I'm a cynical person to begin with. Fortunately, I do not see the best. I don't trust people that easily. So, like, I don't know. Maybe it's my past life, but it seems like I can see it both ways. I can see it the way Dario said that, you know, that was their intent to do that. I could see it through Apex's way, like they explored an avenue to, because I mean, we know this for a fact, exploring avenues to try to make utility and try to push mints and try to give back to the community. You have to explore everything. They explored something, they got to the end of it, and then they did a cost analysis and realized, well, this money could be better used somewhere else. It could be as simple as that, but it could be to the point where, well, we needed to mint out, so we searched for liquidity and we found it.
That's what it sounded like. That's what it sounded like. It sounded like we needed liquidity. We searched for it. We found it. And then, I mean, it sounded like that's also what he was saying in his announcement.
But it doesn't mean they went into it with bad intentions.
Yeah. You know, I agree.
I mean, we're constantly searching for liquidity.
I mean,
we're not looking bad intentions about it. You know what I mean?
And we're also not looking like for liquidity at the expense of other people, because we're trying to build more value.
Right, but that's where the intent comes in, and you're never going to truly know the measure of a person's intent.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Especially just seeing DMs. You know, it's not like Apex is in front of his community 24/7. You know, they just know what's going on in the background, this, that, and the other. You know who they are from afar. You don't know who they are up close.
Yeah. But I also have to say that it's also pretty, you know, price of token was above 2.5 ADA at the time. Yes, but the issue that the other guy is talking about is that it might have been about above 2.5 at the time, but he's claiming that at the time that they were accepting it for the pre-sale, that it was around 2 ADA. So there was like a pretty large discrepancy. I mean, like that's a pretty big gain when you're talking about 150K.
No, when they were offering the OTC deal, they were saying that he's saying that the price of the token was above 2.5 ADA at the time they were.
So it would have been a discount
deal for 2.5. So it was. They weren't really selling it at a premium. That's not the right words from that Dario guy. A premium would be like if the price was at 2. No, they're making profit. Selling it for profit is not selling it at a premium. Selling it at a premium is like if the price is 2.4, but we want 2.5 for it, and we'll give you 300,000 tokens. You know what I mean? That's not, that doesn't drive.
And then he said, I acted hastily. I immediately made a massive sell wall, but I have since taken it away. My bad.
So the sell wall, maybe the sell wall was right here where Novella dipped real hard. I don't know.
Probably other people saw it and got scared.
Yeah.
Should have just dumped on Dex Hunter. I mean, I'm not saying that's what he should have done, but I'm just saying that it's kind of one of those things. Sometimes you don't want people to be inside of a token.
It's currently at 247. Right now, it's currently at 247, 2.47. But yeah, even earlier today, it got all the way up to a high of 262. And even yesterday, its high was 257. I mean, it closed at 256. The next candle dumped, so it is at the highest it's ever been, though. I think it's at an all-time high now. If you look at the chart, it's almost all-time right there, up to 2 hour. And then when we scroll in, it was at all-time high just a little bit ago today. All-time high, 62. So it's not like it hurt the token if the token's at a freaking all-time high.
Yeah. Yep. Healthy Novella chart. Very true.
Yeah, that's up and to the right.
And I mean, that's a deep end play too, isn't it? Isn't it similar to I'm pretty sure it's like World Mobile Token, Igon-esque type deal.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely a beautiful looking chart right there. Goes up, comes back to the 21, rides it, pumps up, goes across to the 21, goes up to the 21. So, this is the daily. So I do expect it to come back to the 21, but the way it's been coming back, I mean, the 21 could come up here. We can see it pull back to about 229 or something like that, and then just keep going. Nice, healthy corrections, bro. Good looking chart.
Yeah, man. So that was that. And then the other things, let me see. The only other thing that I have is I actually can't find the tweet anymore, but it was actually Viva talking about this article. So I'm gonna pull this article. What?
Talking about the Pew multiple?
No, it was this. So the director who identified QAnon's authors says HBO doc will expose Satoshi, right? And so anyways, the point that Viva made on this is he said, look at the largest owners and like contributors to HBO. BlackRock owns 18.9% of HBO. So he said
100% Jeff Dukes. I mean, we're not defending it. That's why we brought you the Angel story, both sides. We're not going to take a position. You know what I mean? 100%.
Yeah. We don't take a side.
We don't want to flood one side or the other because we don't have the full picture either. But it is something that the whole community should see, and we're glad that you brought up his response. We want as much info to give out to everybody as possible, for sure. Okay, my bad. But I've seen that.
But okay, yes. But anyway, so Viva was talking about that. Yeah, HBO is owned 18.9% by BlackRock, and he said, "No way in heck," and was basically making fun of this whole idea. You know that
Right.
there's no way they would do anything that would make the price of Bitcoin tank. Right? They can't. They're one of the largest holders in the world. And so I guess I'll skim through this a little bit. But it says documentary filmmaker Colin Hoback and HBO recently debuted their upcoming film Money Electric: The Bitcoin Mystery, along with hints that the true identity of Bitcoin's creator Satoshi Nakamoto might finally be revealed. Right? So Colin, yeah.
That's marketing BS.
Well, I mean, yeah, that was exactly what
reality shows. They're like coming up this season, and then they show all this stuff. Like, what's that? The hunt for Oak Island's gold or something. Like
exactly. And so that was the whole thing, just marketing.
Yeah,
a few of you might have wondered why I disappeared. Well, I was tracking someone down. Someone else who disappeared. Curious who's behind Bitcoin? Yeah. It's freaking, and so it's literally just like nonsense. And that was what Vib was saying. He had those like, the like redacted letters where you have like the small letters, big letter, small letter, big letter, small letter, big letter. It's like, oh, he's gonna tell us who the Satoshi is. When BlackRock owns 18%.
How cool would it be if at the end of that doc they're like, and the real Satoshi is Craig Wright.
Yeah, get out of here. That would be crazy. That would be so crazy. That would be the wildest thing.
I don't even think Satoshi is one person, bro. Honestly.
Dude. I can see
a group of people.
I do.
You got Hal Finney, you got Craig Wright, you got a bunch of other guys. I can't think of their names right now, but
and then wasn't Schwartz? Wasn't he one of them too?
Yeah, Schwartz. I mean, there's a lot. There was a lot. There was like 7 or 8 of them, cypherpunks or whatever they were, and
they were on the Satoshi mailing list.
Yeah,
the first ones and only ones to actually talk to Satoshi.
I'm not convinced that Satoshi is one person. Probably the CIA. That's what everybody else thinks. So maybe they're going to name the director of the CIA back in 2008.
Yeah. Well, do you think, okay, well then here's another question. Like, do you think that if it did come from the CIA, that it was actually, do you think it's like planned control, or do you think that it was like somebody's dissent, like against machine? You know what I mean? Like, do you think that it was like an orchestrated attempt to control the future outcomes, or do you think that it was like somebody that was like, wow, these guys are really trying to control the whole future outcomes, I'm going to throw this wrench in it for the people? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's a good question, like an Edward Snowden type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't know, dude. I think the Edward Snowden thing was a lot of like ego.
Could be.
You know?
Yeah. I don't know. I'll tell you one thing. I wouldn't be surprised if we find out Satoshi Nakamoto's wallet is held by the government. So,
really?
I don't think it is, but it wouldn't freaking surprise me if 30 years from now or 20 years from now, when Bitcoin is so mass adopted that moving something in the Genesis wallet isn't going to crash the entire ecosystem, that we find out it's the freaking government. That's the keys to it. So I don't know. That's just a conspiracy theory. I doubt it. Like I said, I think it was just a group of people, and I don't think they can move anything out of Bush's wallet. I don't think it can be moved. Either the person is dead, or it was a group of people, and it would take multiple people, like a multi-sig, to actually move stuff from the wallet.
Or you think they just burned the keys?
Or they could have burned the keys, for sure.
And we just don't know. Honestly, what I wish that the situation was...
The hard drive could be in a landfill right now. Oh, we know.
That's true.
You know?
It's 100% true. What's up, Jaleesa? It's all right. You're allowed to be tardy. We love you. We're just glad you're here. You got here just on time.
So other than that, it's almost 7 o'clock. Let's get into these stories. Do you have more stories?
I have one more.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I thought I was getting into the stories. Sorry, Desert. Okay.
Bad.
So then...
let me rephrase that. It's almost 7 o'clock. Let's segue to the next story.
Okay. So IMF urges El Salvador again to strengthen regulatory framework and oversight of Bitcoin. What does this mean? This means, hey, you guys paid off all your debts. You don't owe us anymore. You guys have become one of the wealthiest countries in Central and South America without us giving you our blessing. Why don't you rethink what you're doing before you continue this fight that you have with us and just take our money and be poor forever? Yeah. So that's basically what this article is saying. So the IMF... What?
Bitcoin's legal tender in El Salvador. What kind of oversight do they want?
That's the point. This is nonsense. They're basically just attacking their structure.
Right. Well, we're coming up on the 3-year anniversary? Has it been 3 years?
I think it's more. I feel like it's like 5, to be honest.
No. Haven't even been in crypto 5 years.
What do you mean?
I haven't even been in crypto.
Oh. But I mean, it's got to be like 4, right? Wasn't it like 2020?
No, I wasn't in right. Well, this is about this is about my 4-year mark right now. No, it was 2021. I thought it was September of 2021.
Got it. Well, anyways, the IMF is a big financial bully. They are the banking cartel. In the latest presentation on El Salvador, the IMF called for the country to also limit public sector exposure to Bitcoin. What does that mean? Stop them from having financial sovereignty. Give them our dollars instead. Let them take our money and owe us. So the IMF recommended on Thursday that El Salvador narrow the scope of Bitcoin law and strengthen the regulatory framework and oversight of the Bitcoin ecosystem. During a press conference, IMF spokesperson Julie Kozak also said that the IMF recommended El Salvador limiting public sector exposure to Bitcoin. We don't think your people should have as much Bitcoin as they do.
Bro, I got a brain like crap, bro. September 2021, El Salvador bought its first Bitcoin just days before Bitcoin officially became legal tender in the country.
And it says, yes, in fact, the back and forth history between El Salvador and the IMF over Bitcoin goes back years. In November 2021, the IMF said that Bitcoin should not be legal tender in El Salvador and urged the Central American country to strengthen the regulation and supervision of the ecosystem, something it called for again in January 2022. El Salvador established Bitcoin as legal tender, like you said, in September 2021, being the first country to do so globally. Currently, it holds 5,892 Bitcoin, equivalent to about 345 million at today's prices. Nayib Bukele, El Salvador's president, recently said it has a plan to make the country a hotbed for the largest, oldest cryptocurrency, has been a net positive, but adoption has fallen short of his expectations. In a Thursday presentation, the IMF positively highlighted Bukele's budget for 2025, which expects the country to be debt-free. So he turned his whole country around in literally like 4 years that he was in office. And these people are criticizing him because they don't like that they don't get the credit, and it wasn't because of them that he was able to do it.
Right. Well, they were holding that like $600 million loan over his head.
Yeah. And he
They're
said,
like,
F you guys, I'm not taking your money. I'm actually just going to make it, I'm going to take my Bitcoin and I'm going to hodl it. But that's what I got.
And create geothermal freaking Bitcoin mining setups.
Which is incredible.
Yeah. All right, let's see here. Let's bring this up. Speaking. Oh, damn it. I hit the stop presenting button. But speaking of Central and South America, big news for Ripple. Ripple launches its managed crypto power payment solution in Brazil. So, officially launched payments in Brazil, partnering with Mercado Bitcoin, the largest cryptocurrency exchange in Latin America, to streamline cross-border payments. And of course, we know all this founded in 2012, the infrastructure improving financial transactions globally, blah, 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 blah. So Mercado Bitcoin is Latin America's largest digital asset investment platform, serving over 4 million customers since its launch in 2013. The company operates as a marketplace for cryptocurrencies and other tokenized assets, positioning itself as a key player in the region's blockchain ecosystem. Known for its commitment to financial transparency and integrity, Mercado Bitcoin has consistently audited since 2018 as Brazil's first crypto unicorn. The exchange is recognized for driving innovation and adoption of blockchain-based financial products in the region.
Isn't that crazy that this Mercado Bitcoin is able to pass more audits than the Pentagon in Brazil? Not crazy.
But you know what else Brazil is, right? Brazil is part of BRICS.
Yeah.
Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, So they are part of the nations. There's supposed to be some, I wonder, oh man, that's kind of crazy. There's supposed to be some kind of big announcement coming about BRICS Pay and everything like that in October. And we are in October, and XRP just launched a partnership with Mercado Bitcoin in Brazil. Literally the first letter in the acronym for BRICS.
That is kind of interesting.
If I was a conspiracy theorist, I'd start pulling up strings. I don't know.
So does that mean we're buying more XRP this weekend?
I don't know. We might have to add some XRP to the thing tomorrow. Ripple says it has chosen Brazil due to the country's leadership in the cryptocurrency market and its progressive approach to policy adoption. Mercado Bitcoin is Ripple's first customer in Brazil, with the company using Ripple payments to improve internal treasury operations between Brazil and Portugal, and planning to expand into broader international payment services for corporate and retail customers. One standout feature of Ripple payments is the ability for users to make payments directly in REIS via non-resident accounts, enhancing the customer experience. So REIS or REIS, that must be Brazil's, is that Brazil's dollar? Ripple Payments offers numerous benefits for businesses in Brazil, including secure infrastructure, streamlined onboarding, and seamless access to over 80 payout markets worldwide through a single integration. This allows businesses to expand their global reach while offering on-demand liquidity across multiple currencies, ensuring transactions are processed efficiently. Silvio Pagado, managing director of the Latin LATAM at Ripple, expressed excitement about partnering with Mercado Bitcoin. Blah, 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 blah. Disclaimer. The next one we have is a token that we'll be adding to the portfolio tomorrow. So we're going to add, me and John have been talking about this. We're going to add a couple DEXs to the portfolio. So we now have, we have some layer ones, we have some AI, we have RWA play, we have two RWA plays. I believe we bought Ohm also, right? So we got Ohm and Ondo. And then we're going to add a couple DEXs and a gaming play. And then that is probably, we will probably just stick with those 10 or 11 coins and just DCA, stick unless something crazy happens. I think we're going to pick up ADAX tomorrow also. So that will give us a nice, well-rounded, gives us a little bit in each sector, and allows us to move forward. And Aerodrome will be one of the DEXs. I mean, we could have went with Uniswap, we could have went with Joe, we could have went with some of these, but I think that we should pick up some smaller DEXs. So we're going to pick up CDIS, which is SPI's #1 DEX, and we're going to pick up Aerodrome, which is Base's #1 DEX. Those are two ecosystems that I feel are like are going to explode. SWI, obvious reasons, we love SWI. We're always talking about SWI. Aerodrome, Base, directly connected to Coinbase. Bull run, people come in, boom, instant transfers to Base, Aerodrome, blah, 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 blah. You guys get the picture, right? So, and we just happen to have this article today. Aerodrome Finance dominates Base's TVL with $1 billion in deposits. So the overview is Aerodrome Finance surpasses $1 billion in deposits on the Base network. It represents more than half of the TVL in Base. Aerodrome has surpassed platforms like Uniswap and Aave on this network. That was one of the things that I was worried about, because it's like, I mean, you could use Aerodrome, but why not use Uniswap? Uniswap's got more tokens. It's integrated with Base, this and that. But if Aerodrome is really taking over like this, then go with the native, a lot less, a lot smaller market cap, more potential for the upside, everything like that. So Aerodrome Finance has reached a major milestone on Base Network, Ethereum scaling solution backed by Coinbase. The decentralized platform has managed to accumulate more than $1 billion in deposits, representing more than 50% of the TVL on the network, which recently increased to $2 billion. This growth has been exponential, as at the beginning of the year, deposits on Base were around 120 million. An impressive increase that has consolidated Aerodrome as the dominant platform in the ecosystem. Okay, so Aerodrome's success at Base is reflected not only in deposits, but also the volume of transactions and commissions generated. According to data from DeFi Llama, Aerodrome has surpassed decentralized finance giants like Uniswap, Aave in terms of TVL within the Base network. Additionally, it has processed $9 billion in on-chain trading volume in the past month, comparable to DEXs like Solana, such as Orca and Radium, but still behind players like Uniswap and PancakeSwap. Aerodrome was launched in September 2023 by Velodrome Finance team, decentralized exchange platform, blah, 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 blah. This model allows users to stake Aero governance token to earn Aero, entitling them to receive a proportional share of the protocol fees based on their votes. Then it goes in, by opting for an incentive program, Aerodrome has achieved great adoption within the Base DeFi ecosystem, which has allowed it to position itself above the other prominent platforms. And then it just goes in to say, while the total volume isn't as high as Uniswap or PancakeSwap, its growth on Base highlights potential. Reward-based governance model has key attracting liquidity and encouraging active participation and the such. So big on Aerodrome. So yeah, we'll be picking up some Aerodrome. And then this is cool. Visa unveils tokenized digital asset platform. Okay, so Visa is getting into RWAs essentially. So Visa plans to help banks explore blockchain technology and smart contracts with fiat-backed tokens. the digital payments giant, has unveiled a tokenization platform for this called Visa Tokenized Asset Platform, VTAP. BBVA plans to launch its own stablecoin in partnership with Visa in 2025. BBVA is like Banco Bibliabla, something. I mean, it's a Latin American bank. Visa has launched a new service aimed at helping financial institutions with the issuance and management of fiat-backed tokens. So then it goes on. Oh, I didn't have anything else highlighted. The company announced its blockchain debut, VTAP, on October 3rd. To allow partners to create trial various tokenized assets. Okay, VTAP offers business-to-business solution where banks can leverage to integrate blockchain technology to bring fiat currencies on chain. The venture will allow for the creation of stable coins and other fiat-backed tokens. Visa has been at the forefront of payment, blah, 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 blah. According to Visa, banking giant BBVA is set to tap into VTAP for its stablecoin project expected to launch in 2025. BBVA has explored VTAP Sandbox throughout 2024, testing core functionalities ahead of a live pilot of its stablecoin in 2025. The launch will be on the Ethereum network. This collaboration marks a significant milestone in our exploration of potential blockchain technology and will ultimately help enable us to broaden our banking services and expand the market with new financial solutions, said Francisco Morato, head of the blockchain and digital asset for BBVA. VTAP banks will average stablecoins within smart contracts, allowing for the digitization, automation of workflows. This will also power adoption of RWAs with banks for insistence using the technology to manage complex lines of credit or smart contracts enabled payments. So there you go. Visa getting into the RWA category.
I love it.
About that.
I love it. So I've been thinking this whole time. I told you I put those two little videos as intro and outro. So I don't know what actually is going to happen. So instead of actually clicking anything, I'm going to just end the stream and hope that the outro plays.
I don't know
But
if
it might
works
not.
I don't know if
What?
it works on streams. I don't know if it works on streams. Let's find out. Before you guys go, though, before he does that, do us a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, share it with a friend, let everybody know we are live Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. PST. And y'all have a good night. Tomorrow is
Friday. Casual Friday.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Hit it.
Truth. Stay in the studio until outro video finishes playing.